Hello everybody, my name's Erica and welcome to my channel Ginger Books, or welcome back if you're a continuing watcher or subscriber. And of course, if you're a continuing watcher, why don't you subscribe so you know when I post? Hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you see when I post this fun bookish content on Mondays under Ginger Books, or if you want to go check out my Sims content that I post under Ginger Snaps Gaming 19 on. Hello everybody and welcome to another vlog. So I've been I kind of did a week of not posting just because it felt like the vlogs were starting to get kind of boring again. So I think I'm going to shorten them and just do weekend vlogs for right now until I figure out what exactly I want to do with my book channel. And now that I kind of feel like I can breathe again, because July has been a pretty busy month, I might be able to start planning some videos ahead. And everything has been kind of going just what do I want to say? Plateauing? Like, just steady for right now? It's not doing a weird roller coaster thing. So, that's good. We are now into Chosen. I believe the last vlog I have posted was about Betrayed. Or did I not post that one? No, I did. So, I did end up finishing Betrayed, and my thoughts on that book, I will have to give it... What do I want to give it? I may have to think about this, guys. I might have to just say at the end of the video what I think about Betrayed, because I may have to go back and make sure. So, I'll let myself have some time to think about it. But, so far, we're into, let me go get the book. We're on chapter 14, which is 145 pages of Chosen, read, or 144. But anyways, sorry about that weird pause. I thought I heard somebody walking on the porch. So, we've read 144 pages, or I've read 144 pages so far, and I may start sticky tabbing, because there's definitely some editing mistakes in this, and it kind of bothers me, because it kind of upsets the flow, because I think there was like one intense scene that I was reading, I think between Zoe and Aphrodite, about the plan for, Stevie Ray, and I ended up spending 2 minutes trying to figure out how this sentence was supposed to be worded, because they used, I think, an and wrong, which was a little weird, and it wasn't even when somebody was speaking, because, you know, I think they're trying to give the characters their own kind of way of speaking and dialogue, because Stevie Ray is supposed to be, like, very oaky, they call oaky, and have an accent, but the others kind of don't. So, yeah, but this wasn't even during a dialogue, so that's why I was like, what is this? Why does this not make sense? So my brain kind of fixated on that for like 2 minutes, which kind of ruined wanting to read. But I kind of powered through it. I can usually power through it, so, but it just bothered me. And I know that's coming from somebody who can't edit her papers very well. So, yeah. But all in all, I am liking this. From having read this story before, and especially this book and what happens in this book, I definitely can see a lot of the foreshadowing hints now that I missed reading it for the first time. And it doesn't bother me, but in a way, it kind of does, because they were really obvious, and I should have picked up on that. But again, that was like probably my reading maturity level at that time when I read these books. So, yeah. I was an advanced reader in school, but for my own books, nah. Yeah. But other than that, I think I left off where Zoe was going back to the House of Night and with Aphrodite after putting Stevie Ray in Aphrodite's parents' guest house, which is it's not too far from the House of Night. So, and hopefully being able to figure out how to get her humanity back, because they've already found out that it's part of the humanity that's missing when they were brought back to life, to turn them into these controllable, practically other vampire. Which is also another thing. They spell vampire with a Y, so I'm wondering if it's supposed to be vampire or something like that. I kind of want to look it up and see if it is. anyways, that was a tangent. As you can tell, I've had some coffee this morning. But yeah, I do plan on wanting to read a little bit this afternoon, just because today's Friday, and usually I try not to plan too much on a Friday so that I can worry about just tours. So I try to get my stuff done Monday through Thursday. This week has really actually been pretty busy. I've been watching the two farms since Monday night. Yeah, Monday night. And we had a round of storms coming Wednesday. Monday I ended up going up to my friends and riding horses. Tuesday, what was I doing Tuesday? Oh, I had something after work that was for work here. Wednesday, I was supposed to go up to my friends and help with the horses, but we ended up getting some storms that hit. So I ended up turning back around because I just didn't feel comfortable, not since the farms are both under my responsibility, being away. And then yesterday we had what was called a pollinator party that we do with the local soil and water conservation district here in town. And we had 85 people here. I mean, that includes volunteers and our volunteers too, but 85 people enjoying the pollinator party, which is all about, there's guest speakers that talk about the native pollinators and what to look for when you're looking at them, and also the pollinator plants that they really like, and how we can protect them. It's just to kind of raise awareness of how important they are to, not just the plants, just, us and the farmers and everything. So, and just to kind of help boost a community who wants to help and protect our local pollinators. That was fun, and so I'm a little groggy, but I had so I've been drinking iced coffee again, which to save in the long run from going to Starbucks all the time, even though tomorrow when I go to get groceries, tomorrow morning, I am planning on getting Starbucks, but because I'm going to Target. Well, actually, I really don't need to go to Target for anything, so I could go to Walmart and then go to Target and get coffee before I come home. Really not a whole lot to do today. I do need to figure out, because I have one of my volunteers' laptops. We have a remote accessing program so that she can remotely access our computer in the research room that has Past Perfect on it to upload things. And some reason our subscription ended, and we're not 100% sure why, because I thought it was being billed through our computer place here in town. And supposedly we haven't gotten a bill for 2 years from them. So I don't know what's going on with that and why out of nowhere our subscription ended. Unless it was charged to the credit card, which I've had a new credit card issued since last year. So, wondering if it's that. I'll have to look before I go and bug our computer place about it and figure out exactly why out of nowhere it's not being paid. The treasurer of our board is coming just because it's the end of the month and it's deposit, and also to drop off my paycheck. And yeah, tonight I'm doing chores and then going up to my friend's place to work with the horses. And tomorrow I work, but then Sunday I have off, so it's just a pretty easy weekend. It wasn't as hectic and busy as last weekend was, and I think that's the reason why I didn't want to do the vlog, because it got really busy really quick. So, but anyways, now I'm rambling, and I've got my timer saying I've rambled for 10 minutes. So, probably not to you guys after I edit this. But I'm going to go ahead and get to work. If I have something I can make a work montage out of, I will. If not, we'll get to reading this afternoon.
Okay, I'm reading outside because there's not really much I can do, because in an hour we're supposed to have maybe between 10 and 12 people show up for a tour. So I'm on page 186, and Zoe just said something about maybe she might have to break up with Eric, too. And one thing that she says, that was something I could accept and stop fighting against and feel freaky about. And if it wasn't like other fledglings, then wasn't it only logical that I needed to be with something special? Someone other fledglings wouldn't be able to be with. I don't know if they already had planned what was going to happen, because some writers do plan a rough outline of how they want their story to go, but sometimes things change. So I'm wondering if this is kind of foreshadowing, but I don't know. Like, I would really love to know if this was supposed to be foreshadowing of somebody that is going to be special for her, because obviously anybody who's read these books know who that is. But it's interesting. Very interesting.
Hello everybody, it is Sunday. So this vlog has been like a weird, like, randomly updating, randomly reading kind of thing. Sorry, but sometimes that's how my weekends go. But we did get a good chunk of reading in yesterday with Chosen, because we only had 5 people show up for a tour. So instead of the 10-12 predicted, which could, you know, people are back in town, haven't seen people in a while. Sometimes they change their plans if they find somebody they want to go talk to and hang out with. So, whatever. But, so, we did, what am I doing? What do I want to talk about? Oh my god, my brain is just, and I forgot to take my medicine again today. I have to do that when I get home. So, oh, we were talking about reading. So I did read a good chunk, and we're getting close to kind of like the climactic point of the book, which is where a lot of things fall apart for Zoe, because she's been kind of hiding a lot of things. And of course, when you hide things, it's a very good plot device to lead up to a big climactic ending of everything falling apart. And we're at the point where the first professor is killed, which was sadly Professor Nolan, who was the drama and theater teacher at the school. And of course it was somebody that Eric Knight was very close to, that was his mentor. And everything. And so Nefrit has now pretty much shut down the whole school, put a protection spell around it so that she knows when anybody goes in or out. And pretty much is blaming the humans when, to be honest, it looks like somebody from the People of Faith has killed her, but in reality, they don't really know. That's what it looks like. And even Zoe kind of started having a bad feeling about it. So we're at the Dark Daughters full moon ritual now, the first full moon. So it's been a month since Zoe, technically Stevie Ray's been dead. I say that loosely. And Aphrodite is now representing Earth, which pretty much blew everybody out of the water. Like, oh my god, she's back. And yeah. And we stopped at the chapter right when Eric screams out in pain. So I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna give it away. So, not quite yet. So, I definitely read a good chunk. Probably read a couple of hours, to be honest. And I need to put that in my Goodreads and Book Tracker app. I can't remember what the other book tracker is. Is it called Bookly or something like that? I don't remember. So I gotta put that in there. So I'm definitely interested, and I do want to finish the book today with you guys, because we're so close to the ending. Like, I think we're like 50-ish, maybe a little bit more away from the ending. So
But currently I'm in the car. I did chores this morning. I went and cleaned like I usually do. I also hung out laundry, even though it says we're supposed to have 50% chances of rain around 1. I mean, it looks like it could do something, but it's like not dark enough that I feel like it's gonna do anything. But who knows? It's supposed to warm up this week, and it just seems like, so I've been watching the National Weather Service, because I have them on Facebook for technically our big city here, but it's for the encompassing area, because that's just where they're based out of, and which is our capital city in Iowa. And they're predicting temperatures to pretty much exceed 100 degrees on Wednesday, even though the Weather Channel app I have keeps fluctuating between like 98 and 100. So I don't know what's going on with their app. I've been kind of like taking their app with a grain of salt anymore, just because it just seems like it changes like every time I open the app. Like I could literally look at it 20 minutes later, open it up again, and the temperatures have changed. So I don't know. The weather has really been weird this year. So I guess it could be that, trying to predict what it's gonna do, but it just seems like they're trying to overdo it. And it's like, okay. But it is supposed to be around 100 on Wednesday. It's gonna be a hot week. And today we're already starting to feel it. So I ended up turning on the air conditioner, even though right now the house is sitting at like 72, 73. Might as well turn it on so when it gets to that temperature that it usually kicks in on, which is I think right when it turns like 75, between 74 and 75, it won't have an issue trying to keep the house cool, since the house is already going to be around that temperature. So, and it's supposed to be 62 tonight, so it might get turned back off for tonight, so I don't know. When my boyfriend and I moved back and moved onto the farm, since we had an air conditioning unit upstairs, we usually just shut the air conditioning unit off downstairs. But it just seems like since we've moved here, we've had such brutal summers that I just don't feel comfortable turning it off. So, well, I'm kind of babbling on, but currently I'm actually going down to the city town kind of near us to get groceries and get gas for the week. So, and then I plan on coming home and getting wow, I just lost my train of thought. I'm planning on coming home. I do need to start planning Sims videos for the next month, so I might do that. But I also want to like finish Chosen and keep reading, so I might do that too. So I don't know. We will see. But I'm gonna let you guys go and check back in with you guys later.
Hi everybody. So I have some explaining to do because it's Thursday at noon. Hello. Life and time got away from me for a little bit, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's nothing really special why I haven't like vlogged, and especially since we were supposed to be reading, you know, an ending with Chosen for this vlog. Yeah. But hey, at least I'm ending it. Better than just putting a thing saying I forgot to end it. You know? Gotta give myself a pat on the back somehow. But, so I have finished Chosen, and I am so sorry I have not been really reading a whole lot on these vlogs. Like, I'm reading more off camera. I'm just getting I've gotten into the habit, because I haven't done vlogs in a while, is to just read whenever the mood strikes, and half the time I don't even think about to pick up my phone or go find my tripod. So I just get lazy. But I did end up finishing this book, and I will have to give it a 4 out of 5. Again, the reason why these books are only going to get probably at most 4 out of 5 is because of just the writing structure is just yikes, and some of things that you definitely couldn't get away with now, hinting at or portraying, just because, again, this is a different, 10 years later, it's a different story of what you could comfortably put in books anymore. But that's the only reason. But again, I really, really enjoy these. This is like a huge nostalgia trip for me, reading these books, just because I did really love this series as I was reading it as the books were coming out. So, huge nostalgia trip, love the characters. Again, as I've been saying this is the book series that, along with Cassandra Clare's Mortal Instruments series, part of the Shadowhunter Chronicles, made me realize what really draws me into a story is the characters, as well as the world building, and how they interact, like with the plot and the characters. But really, the most important thing is for characters for me. If the characters are boring, or too whiny, or too what I call two-dimensional, I will most likely stop reading the book. Especially if I'm halfway in the book and I'm still not feeling like I can connect and relate with the characters, and if they're not really well written to kind of interact with your plot. So, but I gave this a 4 out of 5. I really loved it. I forgot how dramatic these are, but I also got to remember the audience that these books were meant for. So they're meant to be very light, easy reading, but they do get a little bit more technical in the plot as the story goes on. I do promise, at least from what I can remember. I may have to take back that promise. I don't know. You know, to be honest, I kind of knew how the ending was going to go, but I kept forgetting how it was going to end up and how everything was going to end in this book. And I'm trying not to give a whole bunch away, because I already know I'm giving a little bit of spoilers away, that there is something that happens at the end where Zoe and her friends end up splitting and not talking for a while. I think like halfway through Untamed. But I just forgot how it kind of happened, but also how quickly her friends kind of got hurt without Zoe exactly explaining herself, which kind of, in a way, goes with maturity of the characters, too. And the way they've kind of grew up and the reason why they have severe trust issues when it's broken. Understanding that, but also, I just feel like, you know, especially one of them, Damien, would have given her at least a chance to explain, instead of just completely writing her off. But, you know, it sets up for, I guess, in a way, I feel like that's kind of sloppily setting up for what Nefret wanted a little bit, but yeah. I can say that now as a more mature, I feel like, reader, that, yeah, that plot point and that setup was pretty sloppy. And that's, again, a reason why I give this book a 4 out of 5. Is just because sometimes the way the plot and, like, key points of how to set up things to keep going kind of were set up. So, poorly. But thank you so much for watching, and sorry that I kind of ghosted you guys at the end here, but hey, we completed another book, so yay! But the next one we will do is Untamed, which is the 4th book in the series, and at this point I think I am just doing every book in the series now, just because since I'm just doing vlogs on the weekends now. We may not finish them in the blogs. We may not finish them in the vlogs, but we will try to get as much of it read, and then I may, like this, kind of pop in at the end when I do finish it so I can give you my final thoughts. So that means vlogs, I'm tempted to switch my book and my video uploads now to opposite days, so have Sims come out on Mondays and book content come out on Fridays if we're going to continue this vlog. So if you see a switch in content and me saying at the end about bookish content being posted on Fridays, that is why. I feel like it might just be better for myself, because then I can give myself, at least if I have to I'm not quite finished with the book, but I'm finished with the vlog, to be able to pop back in before the video is supposed to come out, instead of really rushing to get it done and not feel like I'm actually enjoying the book if I have to rush to get it done. If that makes sense. I hope that made sense. Thank you so much for watching. So, if you liked what you saw and want to be notified for when I do post with either fun bookish content or fun Sims content, hit that hit that subscription button and that bell notification so you are notified. I post fun bookish content moving to Fridays now under Ginger Books. And if you want to check out my Sims content, you can check that out on Mondays under Ginger Snaps Gaming 19. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a great start to their weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!